We were doing a fun little take on the Olympics called the Videolympics, where we had two contestants participate in video-related events like holding up a tripod or wrapping up a cable and whatnot. And we recorded it as a kind of a live stream to play it somewhere, I imagine. Yeah, and I was behind the scenes for that.
It was a complete disaster. Why was it a complete disaster? James, for whatever reason, just couldn't see the laptop screen clearly, so I gave him my glasses, and I didn't really think through that I need to be able to see in order to do all these events, so it took way too long for me to do every single event. I literally gave up in the middle of the click stand event because I couldn't, link it up correctly, and for the cable wrapping, I mean, those cables were wrapped horribly.
Oh, I think it was a complete disaster. But I mean, what did anybody expect? It's not like we were gonna get everything perfect on the first try. I knew for a fact it was gonna take multiple runs, but I think with the first run, it's just to be expected that we weren't gonna get everything right.
Well, so there was some issues with communication that happened, and first try for everything. Not trying to disparage anyone with that. We could have done more practice runs. I felt we didn't really have a firm grasp of how everything was supposed to run, where people were supposed to stand, who was going to be doing what exactly, and how well it could have went. So it was just a rough first go. These things happen, and we improved. That's the most important part.
We weren't really prepared for our first shoot, so we had a bunch of our communication wasn't great. We didn't have scripts written out that we were supposed to, and everyone just wasn't working together, and we didn't have that practice run to kind of show us what we needed to work on, and so that everyone was prepared.
So for the second go around, there was a lot more communication, not just in the people down here on the floor, but in the people from the booth down to us, and understanding what's coming next, what to expect, when to expect. We had better ideas of where we were standing. We actually taped off areas for where we were framed up correctly, so that we knew not in the shot here, you'll be good there, those kinds of things.
I think everything was better because, practice makes perfect. People say that for a reason. After the first time, I think everybody really understood what needed to be fixed in order for a second go to go well. And I think everybody was just on top of what they needed to do because they knew what didn't work the first time. So doing everything the same way again was only going to lead to failure for a second time. So everybody just really stepped up their game.
I liked it up here much better. I feel like best way I can describe it is I felt more at home. Just pressing the buttons, making the graphics pop up when needed, making the clips play when needed. It was so much easier, so much less complicated. Personally, honestly, I don't like telling people what to do in most cases. I prefer just to be told what to do and just do it. I find it much easier and simpler and more effective.
I think my biggest takeaway is just working within a group to create one big live production. That was the first live production assignment that I've ever had to do, where you're not going to go in and you're not going to go edit stuff out. You got to watch what you say. You got to monitor yourself. So I think just working within a group to reach an overall goal of a quality live production, and just the whole preparation part. I didn't know all the preparation that it took to just create a live production. I just sit there, watch TV, and think, oh wow, I don't really think of the behind the scenes stuff. But now, with this, it makes me appreciate that more. It makes me appreciate the people behind the scenes.
Working live is hard, plain and simple. You have to have a great coordination. You have to be calm under pressure because you see it on TV all the time, whether you're watching sports or your local news. A lot of that stuff in studio is done live, so the communication and preparation among the people backstage and the people in front of the camera is very well done, and I feel like if you don't have that, you're not going to succeed.
It was good. There are always going to be things you can improve on. No matter how good you are at something, you can always get better at it. But I think after the second run, we did a good job. So yeah, there is that.